Welcome back, guys. So, this episode is gonna be oil-based production, and we kinda have to set up even better refining since, we are definitely not producing enough to keep plastic up and running. So, let's start by looking here. And what I think I want to do is maybe just set up oil right here. And I think I said solid fuel last episode, but let's go with oil for now, since this setup is not keeping up. So I'm gonna do it all build based, or not build based, but based. So if we do it here, we unload some crude oil down this line. Do the same setup as we have right here. So let's just copy this one down. Let's just do it one side to right here for now, and see if we can't do a good setup. While we do this, we might as well grab some what's it called? Some requester chests. So we have some in our inventory, and then we can start to set up a lot more here. So first things first, we need to get some active providers as well. Doesn't seem like we have any, but let's just get some right here, just a few, and then we can craft a few of what we need to get this up and running. But first things first, we will request, let's do this side, request crude oil barrels, have like 100, and then we'll build active providers for all the excess barrels. Let's do that. Let's just craft a few. Come on, there we go. Right here. We will then connect this up to right here, and then we will expand this downwards, making sure that we have it all set up. So if we just copy this, not quite sure how many one crude oil can supply, and we might need to change it anyway in just a little while. And by change I mean we need to get water in at some point for the better production. But for now we can just do this and right here, and see if this can get supplied by this small amount. Let's put down a few power poles. We also need those. Let's see what that's, medium power pole. And let's power all this so we can start some production of even more oil, and by that even more plastic. Right here. So now all these are working. We will request in requesting crude oil here, and produce out all the items we need right here. So let's set up our crude oil to be taken out. 1, 2. Of course, do it a bit closer. Do double request. Might just be able to copy it all. Let's just check if I haven't set up better inserters. If not, I'll just quickly do it. Right here. Come on with a bit. Come on, build it. There we go. And then I can expand our production of these. You just do that, and then I will cut you right there and place you down in the base right there. And let's just check that this will work. We're probably gonna lack advanced circuits. But that's just the way it is. And we're also lacking robots to pick it up. Ah, there they go. So, passive provider, pretty much just fill this with oil. Get down right here, and then take crude oil, fill. And you'll request barrels. Tons and tons of barrels. It will tax our steel a bit, but it should be fine. And while we wait, we'll just get some of this out the way. We don't have any logistics slots yet. Doesn't seem like it. There we go. That should give us a bit more to get researched. And now this is working. Barrels are going in. Barrels are going out. Oil is getting flown down here, thrown in. These are starting to work. Might need more input, but we'll just keep it as this for now. Seems most of them are working. Very good to see. Very, very good to see. So now that we have oil refinery here, we'll just have to set up the outputs for all of these. And the outputs is pretty much this setup right here. So we can do it for right out here. So do 1, 2, 3. Let's move you for a second. 3. And get all these changed. You will be heavy oil. And you can just keep working, and you'll be light oil. And you will be petroleum. There we go. Just need to hook up some power. Meteor is fine. Bit of power right here. And then we pretty much have 2 of these next to each other in this cell. Let's see, here we go. There we go. And now that is up and running. It means we're producing a ton of things. Lacking barrels, but that should be good in just a little while. And then we can set up our plastic production right over here. Flying in petroleum. Pretty much just copying this setup over here. Not quite sure how many it can support, but I might want to do it like this. Yeah, let's give this a try this way. Maybe just like that. I think that will be quite good. And you'll request petroleum out. Plastic is made in chemical plant, not plastic. Oh, yeah, plastic. And we can set it up the same way. So if we go right here and do that, or maybe just do it directly down. Now let's try it like this. And do it just in between. Passive, do in, just like that. You'll produce plastic. Connect up the pipe down this way. An active rider right there. You'll request petroleum. You'll request coal. Bit more coal than that, just have 100 at all times, and then go for that. Oh, stupid meteors. Hope they don't get any stronger, because they are quite annoying. So now we have plastic producing right here, because we have petroleum from over here. And that means we should be able to at least make our circuits a bit faster. So now this is set up, then we can do, let's see, let's do it up here I think, or maybe just down here. Yeah, let's do it down here for now. We will do our solid fuel setup, and let's do it with light oil. So go right down here, and let's say solid fuel. I think we looked at that last time. And that was crafted in a fuel refinery. So let's set up those. Let's see. Can we do it just like that? How much do they use? Oh, that's way easier to do. So pretty much take the setup from up here. I'll do the setup as I did over here then. Copy you down here. Change a few things and get light oil in. And then we have our solid fuel, which is what we need. Like to have light oil. Where you at? Light oil out. Just request those. Then we'll just take this down a bit. Add in a few fuel refineries. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Make solid fuel at a nice steady pace. And pretty much just have one output right here. And I think that's all we need to solve our little production with these. So now we got solid fuel. Let's limit it to 1 row. And then we pretty much have all we need for the science. So let's just take the car back to base and set up the next science. And hopefully it will work without any issues. So let's just go over here. Park our little car. And then do, whoops, that one. And get ready to make blue science. Or chemical science in this instance. So chemical, right there. Those are getting delivered. And we need to make what I'm doing over here. Here we're doing O2 logistics. Oh, did I completely botch up the setup? Here we do 2, here we do 1. Wonder when they changed that. That means we're making way more green than red, and that's also what we can see from how it's producing. So let's just double this for now, I think. We still have a surplus. Double this so the ratios are the same. Remove some of all these trees. So as soon as this is built, the ratio should be the same. 2, is that going to be 4 per second then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Because now we have 20. Means we should have 10 of these. Or 12 of these, sorry, because it takes 10 seconds. Wow, these have completely changed these recipes. Or I might just have missed it the first time, so yeah. 10 seconds to make 2, 5 seconds to make 1. So this should pretty much just be the same. Oh well, now we have a big of surplus. And this one is 24 for 2. So we do need quite a bit more than this. This means that we need, for 1 second, we need 12. So 1, 2. Yeah, that should be at least some of the production we need. It's not going to be enough, but to not tax our system that much already, we will just keep it at that. And then we need to make engines. That's going to tax our iron a bit. But that is completely fine. So should we move our engines somewhere else, since those are needed for science? I think that might be a good idea. Yeah, so let's move our engines up here. Let's put this down, and then let's craft some engines, and you can pretty much stop for now, since we kind of need the science. Engine, right there. You'll make one every 10 seconds. This one needs 2 every 24. So let's just do at least this for now. That should give us quite a bit of engines, I think, for our science. And then we'll just see what the bottleneck is in just a little while. But no blue science yet. They're pretty much just lacking engines now. Engines are being made, so this should get delivered. There we go. Engines being delivered. Means we have science. That means we can start to research that one and get the cracking. So that is very good to see. Is anything else lacking? It's just red circuits and crude oil barrels. So that's fine. Let's just mark this as oil setup. Or petroleum. Then we'll mark this as solid fuel. This is plastic. And this is something that has to be taken up and used for something else. But it seems plastic is going fast enough now. Then it's probably just the red circuits that needs its own cell, because it's going as fast as it can, which is definitely not fast enough. So red circuit cell up here to the north. Or maybe in the same cell as green circuits. No, I don't want that. Let's do it just above. And if we just do this, then we should have it all laid out. And then look at this. Pretty much for copper it needs every 6 seconds. And copper is being produced, copper wire that is being produced 2 every half second. So let's just go up here and start with a copper setup. I'll just take you for now. Right there. Then I'd like to upgrade you. There we go, come on. Now this is producing 4 copper a second, or 4 wire a second. This needs 4 wire a second, so it should be able to support 6 of these, of the advanced circuit. So if I take this, and just say right there and right there, that should be the perfect ratio. And then I can pretty much just double it a few times. Let's do that just to get a bit of production. And then remove the ones we have in here. You 3 can go away, because then we have a cell for it somewhere else. And I'm guessing it's the same with the copper wire, but we can leave them here as a backup for now. Oh, you 3 can go away. Then we have the backup over here. So that is very good. Advanced oil processing is going along very nicely. Seems everything is just working. We just have to watch our resources. But I'm extremely happy with the setup so far. So green circuits. Right here. We'll do red circuits above. Advanced circuits. And that is working. Plastic is getting flown in from over here. Hopefully that can keep up. But it's something we will expand quite soon. Let's just do this to make sure we have enough. Remember to put down some power. Can you reach down here? That is a yes. And this is why I love robots, because it's so easy to do expansion like this. And just make sure you have more than enough. And now everything should be producing at an incredibly fast rate. So faster robots. Get some modular armor so we can get some speed. Let's get... oh, we need to set up shooting speed. So let's just research that afterwards. Let's get this one out the way. Goddamn meteors. They hit directly in the base all the time. It seems like it's kind of time to do that. So now we have to set up the rest of our oil production over here. And things are actually going extremely fast at the moment. And that is what I like to see. We are clearing out the area quite quick. So after this here, then we can do cracking in this one, in this cell. Cracking is just done in normal things. Light oil cracking. We might need to set up circuits to monitor some of this. But if we start with this one. Might just keep it as light oil to petroleum first, because we should have a lot of heavy oil stored up still. Or is that being used? No, we have a ton. So let's see, light oil. You can go down this way. I'd like to crack you into something else. I'd like to crack you in. Oh, we need water as well. So we will have to take it out a small amount. That is completely fine. So if we do it here. Let's do 3 for assist. Petroleum cracking. Then we'll say 1, 2, then 1. And connect them all up. The water is connected up now. Then we can copy the bottom ones. We would like to request in some water as well. Just right here. I think that will work out just nicely. Let's say water barrels, because we're gonna fly in everything we can. Request water. We'll just fix that in a minute. And where can we get water from? Right over here. So let's set up all the things we need. We need to set up pumps. That's one of the things we need. and we will need to set up yeah, let's just start with pumps and some other things that we need there. So right there, let's see, pump, offshore pumps, thank you. And what else did we need? We needed, now we have the inserters properly. We do, we have a ton of those. Did this get expanded? It did, and now we can see a lot more. And would you look at that, we can pretty easily close off the area over here, just down this way, and have most of this just for ourselves. Then we just have this up here that takes a little while to close off, but it should be fine. But that's for a later episode. So what was it we needed otherwise? We needed pumps. Just give me a few. Get the wood away. Get rid of the stone. And then we need to set up something else. That was the chest, the active provider chest. We might as well do that. Active providers. Anything else we kind of need? Buffer chests. Yeah, let's just set up buffer chests. Then we have all the chests in our mall. Go, and research is going strong. So let's just pick up a few of these. Thank you. And is anything lacking? It seems our production is still keeping up nicely. Barrels lacking a bit. We'll just give that a small upgrade. Lacking steel. So steel is probably something we have to look at quite soon to be able to supply all the things we need. But hopefully it will fix itself in a little while. Until then, we'll just continue along with the... What? Ah, you can walk into some of this water. That's quite cool. I didn't know that it's probably alien biomes that's done, so that's possible. Let's do 4 water for now. We'll copy an output. Fit a chest. Yeah. Also, we'll just do direct insertion. That might be better. No. Let's just do it right here. Saying 5 in this cell. Having our pumps down, supplying water for all of these. Don't know if this is going to be overkill or not enough. I'd like to barrel water, please. Now we have water going in. We need some power for all of these. We will need active providers, just like that. Creating barrels and filling these with water. Maybe limiting this just a small amount so we don't have that much water in our system. And then we will have to look at what's it called, making more barrels and setting up some more science. Yeah, let's just get that one done. These should work. Water is being produced. Water can now be delivered. Does that mean this will work now? No, because we need to connect it up. And now these are working. They're getting water in, barrels out, being delivered. So let's just set up an output. Just steal it from here. Pretty much this setup right here. There we go. Directly in. Saying petroleum instead. But you'll only work if there's less than 400 or something like that. Less than 400, oh, it's called 500 bells, 400 bells in the network. So we use the rest we have stored up somewhere else before we do this. So I'm gonna end the episode here just by getting a research done, and it seems everything is working very nicely at the moment. So yeah, hopefully you are enjoying this playthrough. There's petroleum missing, and hopefully you'll join me in the next episode where we get even closer to space. So thank you so much for watching. I've been Dgray, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye guys.